people asking me what it's like to have both my dad and my brother racing at the same time. I could say it's all rainbows and unicorns, but I'd be lying. It is so stressful. It has got to be the most stressful thing that I ever have to put myself through. Every Sunday, we always do breakfast with the family. Well, sometimes when the racing doesn't go so well the night before, Sunday morning at the table can be pretty intense. Not gonna lie, I've had to avoid both trailers a couple times after the races. That way I can play innocent and not show any favoritism and get yelled at for choosing a side. So trust me, I've learned my lesson plenty of times that when something bad happens, I won't even go back to the trailer. I won't go to either trailer. I'm just gonna go sit in the stands. Call me when we're leaving. It's one thing when they have to run the feature together, but when we get to the track and they put us in the same heat race, it's a completely different story. When they only take so many cars, and out of all the heat races they could possibly be in, we're in the same heat. I can understand that it's exciting for the fans, but for me, I really hate it. Usually I'll have my sister-in-law Michelle with me, and I'll watch Dad, she watches Billy, and we're set. We got both bases covered, so God forbid if something happens, we have eyes everywhere. I mean, of course it's not fun when one's in the back and one's in the front, but that makes it extremely hard because then I have to like keep my eyes up here, and then next lap look over here, next lap over here. Shit, what happened? So hard to keep track of. Okay, so sometimes if one is leading and the other one's second or third, I'll be like, alright, we're gonna play blocker. Don't let that car pass. Let him win. Some people will accuse my dad and brother for helping each other out on and off the track. But seriously, if you had the opportunity, wouldn't you? To be able to see how far my brother has made it and to be able to watch him compete against my dad, it's pretty incredible in itself. It can be pretty stressful when they're battling against each other on the track, absolutely. It seems like no matter what track we're at, it could be in New Jersey, Pennsylvania, New York, no matter where we are, they're always battling against each other. But for my sake, it's actually nice. They're right there. I don't have to like look both ways. The one question I will never, ever, ever answer: who's your favorite driver? First off, who in their right freaking mind has the nerve to ask me who's my favorite, my dad or my brother? Really? You really think that I would choose? Even when it comes down to my dad and my brother running first and second, I'm not going to tell you who I want to win. All I have to say is if it's a 1-2 finish, hell yeah, I'm a happy girl. Those nights, they make for good Sunday mornings. I have to say that it absolutely warms my heart when I catch a glimpse of my dad and my brother talking to each other at the track. You know, they'll walk into each other's trailers, sit with each other in the stands, talk setup, make sure, you know, who's running where, how the track is gonna turn out. I love that. To me, something like that, it just shows how close our family is and how racing keeps us together. My nerves are usually going every which way direction possible, and I can't think about food, I can't think about anything. I am so stressed. You know, a lot of drivers will usually say that they don't eat on race day. This girl does not eat on race day. Don't even get me started on how my mom handles it. She can't even watch the races anymore. So you might catch me complaining once in a while when they have to race against each other because my nerves cannot handle it. Oh my god. But it's an incredible feeling. It really is, and I wouldn't change it for the world. What's it like racing against Billy?
It's not easy. It's difficult. At first, when I start racing with him, I'd be watching what he's doing instead of paying attention to what I'm doing, but kind of got over that, and we try to race and pay attention to what we're doing, and when we get racing one another, we try to be a little extra careful we don't crash one another. So it's difficult. It's I want to see him do good. I want to see me do good. So it's just it's just a tough deal, you know. I'd rather not race with them, but you know, we just have to overlap a lot of races together, and it just it makes it difficult. But like I said, if I don't win, I hope he wins, or vice versa.
It's intense. You just gotta make sure you run as hard as you can every lap, and not touch. You know, you still have the competitive fierceness. We both want to beat each other, but it's a different take. You know, you got a little more give and take here when you're rowing against him, but we still want to win. So that's the nature of the beast. And I know a lot of fathers and sons that backed off for racing against each other because it gets aggravating after a while. But somehow we've done it long enough. We avoided. We've had a few conflicts, but not too many. So we've avoided most, and it's been fun. It's enjoyable. I'll look back in 20 years and glad I did it.